Okay, I've gone to clear night portrait, so back to night settings again, and this one, it's usually 4 notches down in the sun. You can get away with 3 notches down and sun, like we did the other day, which wasn't too bad. When it's like almost a little bit brighter than bright shade sort of thing, a bit brighter than the Donald Snell bright shade idea, which will probably be transferring over to this idea of the house symbol with shade on the side of the house. Filming shade on the side of a house, in other words, it's very bright shade. Any brighter and you'll be casting shadows in that shade on the side of the house sort of thing. I think you understand, or hopefully you do. But just walking down here, and looks like the kids have been cubbyising the place out here. Quite nice actually. I wonder if they actually pick up the cherry essence from the now we should be able to. Yeah, I know. Can we actually do the acacia blossoms straight away like this? Oh yes, that's a lot better. And that's without spot culling. Now if I go to spot culling, yeah, so that was what the problem was the other day. Now if I go to spot culling and put this on one of the things, it should focus in on some of these things. And they're getting a bit past their prime. I mean, last week and the week before probably would have been ideal. Maybe we can get a fresh one out here, a freshy flashy. Yeah, see, that's so now that focuses in. Okay, now going back to general portrayal focus, and yeah, I didn't quite film this cubby properly. I'm in the cubby aficionado, as I say, what sacrosanct if you don't actually film the cubby, Richard. Okay, there we go. So that should be a lot better. And there is a bit of a track through here, so we might as well make use of it. Oh, well, first of all, let's do the old fingies on the fungies on the log. Now let's see what the now with the discovery of the autofocus macro button, whether we can do some interesting tricks now. Now if we change it to spot culling and just go down on one of these things down here, we might be able to do some fanciful tricks like that. I don't all like that. And if we now change it in film to general portrait, see what happens. I don't know. Okay, it's just playing around, fellas. I'm learning tricks of the trade, but I have, because I'm trying to photograph those bloody planchonias, because come the 3rd week of August, back of the Yonk, when the skies are going grey and the sunlight is sort of like orangey colour, giving me a really eerie feeling, that's when the planches are at their peak sort of thing. So, colour check, perfect, fellas. Can't fault the colour there, but we have been practising. Yeah, I don't think I've taken you quite this way, but hopefully this is a fast way to the chocolates on this side of the road anyway. CP weed. As I said, hopefully it's just a small step from CP weeds to CPs in soil bacon, and then the explanation thereof sort of thing. And hopefully we can start growing some decent fly traps, but not in peat, which is the whole thing. Because, and then spend a little time actually doing making soil bacon from first principles sort of thing, proving it right from the get-go sort of thing, rather than doing stuff you can buy off the shelf. Actually go back to caveman basics sort of thing and make your soil bacon in your cave sort of thing. Yeah. Now hopefully with our autofocus macro button on in there, we are hopefully getting that. And if we find any planches on the way, which I doubt it in this area, yeah, I've got to hold the camera high, don't I, fellas? With 1 minute 33 on the card, we'll just get out to the crossing over point to find the which is out here somewhere, I believe. We might be able to find some chocolates on the side in this little area here. If I remember rightly, there were some actually inside the fence line. So geez, they're noisy out there today, aren't they? Must be school time, picking the kids up from school and kindy and everything else. It's down here somewhere, I think. I don't really want to tread on the mun trees, but... Okay, in here somewhere, I think. We had a few. Down on the ground, I'm looking. Interesting soil, basically lots of sand and... Oh! Got ourselves now. Will this focus in? No, that's just a general thing now. Let's put it on spot culling and see how we go now. Is that better? It should now be better, fellas. I don't know how close I can go. That's about the closest I can go. I'm touching the ground. I suppose I could take the lens cap off and go even closer. Okay, with 13 seconds on the card, how close can we go? And this is just macro, autofocus macro. It's not super macro. We can do that, but unfortunately... Okay.